So for me, I have this, the beauty of the words and also this musical thing about it, and then also sometimes something philosophical and not feeling alone. That's what.
Can we just put that in? No, there's something musical about it because it has to do with patterns of meaning that develop over time. There's stuff for me about reading that isn't like looking at a piece of art, because there I choose how long I look and what I look at, and I'm being directed through a linear flow of time. But in a piece of music or in a movie, that flow is directed for me. I've really got no choice but to follow it, whereas books, it's weird. I'm moving through time through this thing, but I can also, I don't know whether you do it or not, but if I've read a paragraph I like a lot, I go back and I read it over again. So I'm trapped in time, but I've got more mobility within that time. There's other writers I've talked to about this, and most of us who end up doing this like to read as kids, probably for the same reason you did. There is a way for me, and I'm talking more as a reader, that when I'm reading something that's good and that's real, I'm able to jump over. I'm able to kind of jump over that wall of self and inhabit somebody else in a way that I can't, that we can't in regular life. And when I do inhabit that other person, very often what they're thinking or saying or feeling are things very much the way I do, but I'm scared there's something wrong with me that I do and nobody else does. There's a tremendous reassurance about that kind of communion and empathy. And then it gets more complicated because I'm also getting access to the mind of the author in a way that we don't have access to each other talking this way and stuff. And so most of the friends I've got who don't like to read find it A, boring, and B, just kind of lonely and slow. And I just don't get it, because watching television for me, although it's easier, is much lonelier. Watching flat images on a flat screen, doing interesting things, and often they're very easy to look at, is very different from knowing what it's like to be inside somebody else's skin, or knowing what it's like to be able to spend 2 hours with an author who somehow can make me feel like I know what it is. I mean, it just seems like a form of magic to me.